My name is Detective Joe Friday. I'm with the police department and I'm investigating a situation here. I understand that you found the victim.
Yes.
And your name is what?
David Belew, B-E-L-E-W.
And Mr. Belew, how long have you worked here?
About 2 years.
Okay, now if you can tell me in as much detail as you can from the very beginning what happened this morning.
I came to work, clocked in at 6 a.m. I inventoried the hospitality items on the first level. Finished that about 8:45. At 9, I went up to the 4th floor meeting room, the acoustic room, set up the sound and audio equipment for a wedding this afternoon. Wedding reception we've got scheduled.
Okay.
I opened the door.
Now, let me stop you right there. Was the door locked?
No.
Is it generally locked? Is that a usual thing?
Not really. I mean, unless we've got the client and the room is booked, the client's got something valuable in there, we really leave it unlocked.
Okay.
This has got me kind of freaked out.
So like there's basically nothing in there worth stealing, so you just leave it
No,
alone?
nothing.
Okay.
No.
Now, did you come from the elevator or from the stairs?
No, I came from down the hall.
Okay. Did you see anyone as you came up the hall?
No.
All right, so you go into the meeting room. What happens next?
So I go into the meeting room, and there's someone on the floor, face down. I didn't know if it was a guest intoxicated or having some kind of medical issue.
And were the lights on?
No, they weren't.
Okay. So you turned the lights on?
I turned the lights on.
Okay.
I walked over, I spoke to him, got no response. Saw a bag over his head, and just his hands were tied behind him, and I pulled the bag off of his head. It had a cord around his neck, you know.
And was it a cord tied or was it loose?
No, it was like shoelaces, you know.
So
like it was like a bow knot.
So it was tied around his neck.
Yes.
Okay. Was it tight?
I don't know. I pulled one of the strings, and it came untied. You know, like untying a shoe.
Okay. All right. Then what? What happened next?
Well, I took the bag off, shook him a little. A rag fell out. He had a real chemically smell to it, you know. It kind of made my eyes water and didn't just kind of real odd. So anyway, he wasn't breathing. I didn't feel a pulse, didn't feel warm, cold, clammy, you know, dead.
Okay. Did you try to give him CPR or anything like that?
I don't know CPR.
Oh.
So, no.
Okay. Well, all right, you're doing great. This is being really helpful. What happened next?
I called Mr. Spencer, our security director. He told him what I found. He came up a few minutes later. I waited in the hall. I was just kind of freaked out by all this, you know.
Okay.
He called 911. I asked him what we should do, and he said just turn it over to the police. So a few minutes later, the paramedics arrived.
Okay. So the victim, the guy on the floor, do you know who he is?
I've never seen him before.
Okay. So when you walked into the room, did you go straight over to the victim, or did you maybe walk around a little bit?
Straight in and straight out.
Okay. Did you touch anything, move anything besides, you already said the light switch and you removed the bag from his head. Anything else?
No,
That's it.
no, don't think so.
Anything that you might have left inside of there?
No.
Okay. Can you think of anything else that might shed light on what happened here?
No, sir. I just can't believe this happened. You said I should have given him CPR. That he had been alive. He might still be alive. I just don't know. Look, I gotta go home. Can I leave?